What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1999 movie, The Suburbans. So in this movie, The Suburbans, a one-hit wonder new wave band from the 80s, reunite at their bassist's wedding where a promising young record executive sees the ensemble perform. When she encourages them to launch a revival, the group must weigh their dreams of fame and fortune against the reality of their quiet domestic lives. So this movie is okay. I think the story is pretty decent here. It's got a pretty decent enough premise and everything. But I don't think it's a super great movie. I have a lot of issues with a lot of things in here. I will say that the cast all work good together though. Everybody does a good job in their roles and stuff. You got Craig Berico is the leader of the group. Mitch, he's pretty good and everything. And then you got Will Ferrell, Tony Yuma, and as other band members, they're pretty good too. Amy Brennan and his Grace is pretty good, and Jennifer Love Hewitt is lovable as always. Is Kate. She's a really likable character and everything. And the one that really stole the show, though, anytime he was on screen, was Ben Stiller. He was great in here. He steals the show every time he's on screen and everything. I loved him in it, and I love the feel of the movie. It has a late 90s feel to it, and it really kind of feels nostalgic watching it and everything because of the time period and everything. And so they do a good job at bringing that the 90s feel to it and everything. I feel like most of the band members, like the characters, were kind of underwritten and underused and everything. You got Will Ferrell in here. He's completely wasted in this movie. He hardly has anything to do and everything, and I felt like some of the other band members were like that as well. Only a couple of them really had anything to do that really shined or anything, and Will Ferrell's one of the characters that they just completely misuse him in this movie. He's completely wasted here. I was really disappointed about Will Ferrell not being in this movie as much because he is one of the main members of the band and everything, and they just don't do much with him, and I felt like he could have been in it a lot more. I also feel like the music isn't very good in this movie for being a movie about a boy band. The music is pretty lame in here. They don't really even play their song that's one-hit wonder and everything. It's only played like once, and it don't show them trying to record other music or do other kinds of music, and it just doesn't work. And everything, I felt like this could have been a much better movie, music-wise as well. So, all in all, I gotta say this movie is okay. It's not the worst thing ever by any means. I've seen way worse movies than this and everything, but it could have been so much better, and there was a lot more to it that could have made it a much better movie. It could have had a better soundtrack, and they could have done better with the characters. And stuff to work on the characters wasn't very great, so it could have been so much better and everything. It did have its moments and stuff. Ben Stiller, like I said, steals the show every time he's on screen and everything. And there are a few moments here and there that are kind of funny, but it's just, this movie could have been so much better. So I give The Suburbans a 7 out of 10. It's not a totally unwatchable movie by any means. Like I've said, I've seen way worse than this, but I've also seen way better, so this movie is just okay. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of The Suburbans. Hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.